so far, Florence seems like a really cool city. It's a big city, but it's not like Rome. It's not really dirty. Like, it's really clean, and there's a lot of trees, which I don't know, is a nice touch. Everyone's really nice. There's a lot of bike paths, which is great. I'm just on my way to watch a football game. Well, that was super fun. I'll admit, as a game, there weren't too many highlights, but that didn't really matter. I was really happy with the seats I got, the weather we've got, and just the atmosphere and the passion of all the fans was, well, that's the whole reason I went. You know, I don't follow the league or the teams. I didn't know any of the players, but yeah, I'm glad I went, 100%. I'm just walking back from the stadium to the hostel now. It's almost time for dinner. Last night I went out for dinner with some people from the hostel I'm staying at, which is such a big hostel. It's when I checked in, there was a lineup just like at the airport, you know, at customs. It was huge. And I looked up, and the hostel sleeps 600 people at any one time. So in my dorm of 6 people, that would mean there's 100 rooms, which is crazy. But anyway, I think you know, the people in my dorm are really nice. There's 2 guys from Poland who have just moved here to study, and it's really funny because they were telling me how they want to buy a house in Florence or rent a place or an apartment, but they were struggling to find somewhere. And I couldn't help but think of the Seinfeld episode where that guy makes a note of there's no real estate to buy in Tuscany. That's all I could think of when they told me they were finding it hard to find a place to buy. So yeah, I think we'll go out for dinner. Last night, someone else picked the restaurant, and it was a super fancy, expensive restaurant, which was fine because every now and then that's okay. But hopefully tonight it's maybe a bit more of a street food kind of vibe. Because I've seen a lot of really nice just pizza, gelato, just sort of street food kind of places that I'd be keen to try. Yeah, no, like I said before, I love Florence. I'm really liking it. It's kind of like Newcastle a bit, and I know the whole reason you go away is for a bit of change, but I feel like so far this is the most livable city. You know, if I was to live in a city in Italy, this would be the top contender so far. It just seems very, I don't know, very livable. I can't really explain it. So yeah, it looks like I'll spend a lot more time here, maybe another 5 or 6 days.
Yes, I'll let you try.
Alright, well that's the end of Florence. I ended up staying 5 full days, so 6 days if you include the half day. Yeah, I loved it. It was so nice. I'm just on the train now to L'Aquila, which is where I start the Wolf's Lair trail. I'm still undecided whether I should do the full trail, the full circuit, which is supposed to be a total of 380 kilometers, and that's not road, that's off-road. So it's meant to take 7 days, but I'd give myself more like 9 or 10 days, just because I'm not experienced really with this sort of thing. So I'm not sure whether I should do the full loop or just start at the top, do half of it, and then from the bottom, then catch a train down to Napoli. I guess I will decide after the first few nights to see if I want to keep doing it for 10 days or just maybe 3 or 4 days is enough. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't get too much footage of Florence. I thought I would film kind of everything I do, every nice meal I ate, and maybe come up with a full 10-15 minute compilation, but I ended up just forgetting to film, and what I've come up with, which is what you've just seen, was just sort of odds and ends what I did. Yeah, the highlights being the football game at the start was awesome. Met some really nice people, made some friends, had some great food. Just a general, I don't know, the general vibe of Florence I really liked. A lot of tourists, a lot of Americans. I think Florence was a great place to stay for 5 or 6 days, and I definitely want to come back, definitely going to return. I had a great time meeting new people and socializing, but I think now I'm ready to just do a bit of solo traveling on the bike, the camping setup, and maybe not talking to anyone for a few days. And then after that, I'm sure I'll be ready to be keen to socialize again when I go to Napoli. So yeah, the next video I will post will either be in 5 or 10 days. It'll be at the end of this Wolf's Lair trail. So I'll make a compilation video just as I did with this video. I'll try and be more consistent and film more consistently for this one. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Feel free to drop a comment, you know, ask me some questions, anything like that. And I'll see you in the next video.